Hi, Suchadatta, SST teacher, picking up the 4th chapter of class 9 history. The name of the chapter is Forest Society and Colonialism. Well, you all are aware that when the Europeans started making colonies in Asia, Africa and other parts of the world, they also became interested in the forest of these countries. You will know why, but of course timber, as you can understand, was a very important thing that they wanted from these forests. But as they penetrated into these forests, there were in fact certain tribes and certain people who were living in these forests who reacted to these British Raj or to the foreign rule in other countries. What was the motive of these foreign invaders to actually go into these forests, and how did the forest society react towards these invasions? That is very interesting, that we are going to see in the chapter Forest Society and Colonialism. But there are few words which you must understand before I start with the chapter. The first is deforestation. Now, deforestation, again let us divide the word de and forestation, that is cutting down of forest, clearing down of forest for whatever reasons. It could be due to the industrial growth, it could be for habitation, it could be because the foreigners want something from there, it could be for plantation, there could be several other reasons why deforestation is done. Next is sleepers. If you have travelled in a train, you all know what a sleeper is. Sleepers are the wooden planks which are laid across the railway tracks. Next is scientific forestry. Well, scientific forestry is in fact a kind of forestry in which a particular plant or plantation in fact is grown. It could be timber in a row, it could be some other tree in a row, that is in a row a plantation is done of a similar kind of species. That is called as scientific forestry, and we will see how the Britishers started with the scientific forestry in India, and it was in Dehradun. Next what we have is the Swidden agriculture. The Swidden agriculture is in fact the kind of agriculture which is called as the cut and burn in rotation. This is also the traditional agriculture which is practiced in Asia, Africa and America. This is, children, as the word is suggesting, Swidden agriculture, that is moving from one place to another. The plants are grown, the trees are grown, and when they actually become full in growth, then after that whatever is to be taken from them is taken, and then the place is burnt. That is the Swidden agriculture. These were the few terms which you needed to understand before I started with the chapter.